regional, international, keeping you connected.
Good morning. My name is Zuri Carr from the St. Mary's Roman Catholic School, and I will be reading the 97 seconds of news. Opposition leader Dr. Ralph Gonsalves is calling on Governor General Stanley Stockley John to intervene and stop the government from passing amendments to the Constitution and Representation of the People's Act. The amendments to the Act touch on the election petitions currently before the court, where the Unity Labour Party is questioning the eligibility of Prime Minister Dr. Godwin Friday and Member of Parliament for East Kingston Fitzgerald Bramwell holding office because of the Canadian citizenship. Dr. Gonsalves said on Wednesday, "This is a political battle of massive proportions, and he will fight the changes both legally and politically." Today, medical personnel attached to the mental health center in Glen are expected to at the serious offences court in relation to the psychiatric report of Kezroy Williams, a man with a history of mental illness who is charged with firearm possession. Williams' lawyer, Grant Connell, asked the court to summon the parties responsible for the medical reports as he has several issues with the document. On Tuesday, Dr. Alyssa Alves said the document before the court had a clerical error after the court asked to see the other doctors involved in the report. Dafili Andrews, a man who appeared before the serious offences court charged with possession of cannabis, was reprimanded and discharged on Tuesday after presenting a valid cannabis growing license. In handing down the rulings, Senior Magistrate Colin John said Andrews had a legal right to cultivate cannabis, noting that it would be unreasonable for him to hold a license to grow the substance but not be permitted to have it in his possession. The incident has raised questions about the decision of the police officer to charge Andrews despite his possession of a valid grower's license. Pakistan's army chief is set to meet with Iranian officials in Tehran today in a bid to ease tensions in the Middle East and arrange a second round of negotiations between the United States and Iran after almost 7 weeks of war. The White House said any further talks would likely take place in Pakistani capital of Islamabad, though no decision had been made on whether to resume negotiations. The U.S. naval blockage of Iranian ports continued as U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said the Trump administration would ramp up economic pain on Iran with new economic sanctions on countries doing business with it, calling the move the financial equivalent of a bombing campaign. This has been 97 Seconds of News. My name is Zuri Carr, and thank you for listening.